Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on Happy RC Flyer here on YouTube. Today we have a treat for you. This is a new quadcopter, a new FPV quadcopter. Actually a new FPV quadcopter that's a freestyle. And this is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with it already. So this is kind of not one of those sneak peek behind the scene videos. This is kind of one that I've been testing out already and I really enjoy it. Kind of put it through its paces already, and maybe we'll put some video footage on the screen, but I don't have anything that's too impressive yet. My FPV journey, especially my freestyle journey, is still fairly new. I'm kind of like on the first step of it. But anyway, this is a new quadcopter. You probably don't recognize that emblem, and it's because it's a new company. They're based out of China. They manufacture drones, and the company's name is Sub250. And you probably guessed it, they make Sub250 quads. So this is a freestyle, this is a racer, it's a bit of a hot dog. And I've had a lot of fun with this one already, and I have another one on order. This is the Sub250 OasisFly25. They also make a OasisFly30. They're very similar. One has the side covers and one doesn't. So the 30 has the aqua color side covers, side panels. This one does not, and we'll show it to you here in a minute. But this has been a really fun quad. Sub250 is a new manufacturer. I don't think they've been out very long. You'll see some sponsor videos out there that came out about a month ago, and those were some of the ones I kind of had an eye on. And so I've had this for probably a couple weeks. I've been flying it, maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most, and I've been having a blast with it. This is an unsponsored video. Nobody sent this to me to review. I just happened to run across it online and was looking at it, and I ran across a couple other videos. I was kind of impressed by what I saw. I think the other videos that are on YouTube right now are the sponsored guys, but this is unsponsored, unbiased perspective. I'm just a hobbyist. I purchased this with my own money, so this is not intended to promote Sub250 as a company or this particular drone. This is just sharing in the fun that I have in the RC hobby. So if you haven't already, take the time to subscribe. My YouTube analytics tell me that most of my viewers that watch my channel are not subscribed, and I would appreciate if you take the time to subscribe. I put a lot of effort into these videos, spend a lot of money on RC stuff, and like to share it with you guys and share the little bit of knowledge that I do have. And I would appreciate if you'd return the favor by hitting that subscribe button. Turn on the bell icon if you want to get notified of future video uploads. When I post a new video, it'll notify you. And drop a comment or a question if you have an idea on something, if you have a question about this product or something else in the RC hobby. I definitely don't have all the answers, but I'm happy to take time to assist you. And I'll admit that I don't keep an eye on the comment section as much as I should, but I'll try to keep a closer eye on that. So use that for your feature and or for your advantage there. Drop a comment, question, share the video, like the video at the end if you like it, and let's get into it. So this is made by Sub250. As I already mentioned, they're a company out of China that has just started, and they make Sub250 quadcopters. And this is one right here. This is not exactly how it comes packed. It does come under the wrapper. Actually, I'll show you how it comes packed. They have kind of a neat little setup where it has this saran wrap, and this quadcopter actually fits under the saran wrap. And then as they fold the two panels down, you might be able to see this kind of. It doesn't do it too well because when it comes without the propellers. If you have the propellers, you see it kind of pulls the propellers down. So I don't like to do that. You don't want to bend the propellers. But anyway, that's how it comes. So it is reusable. Their packing system comes very well packed. It does come from China. If you order this, they don't have different shipping options. Like I've ordered some quadcopters from the company called Flywoo.net. And they're based out of China, and they make freestyle quadcopters for FPV pilots. And they make some really good stuff. You've probably seen the Flywoo Explorer, and Flywoo has some different options as far as shipping. I really like to use the DHL option, and here in the United States you can get it in about 3 days. So this particular company does not offer different options on shipping, and actually I think their shipping price is included in with their cost of their quadcopter. So keep that in mind. It will take about 2 weeks if you're here in the United States to order this from the time that you order this to get it in. This is a 2.5-inch quadcopter, freestyle quadcopter, and we have the DJI O3 system on it. You can see it's got the little 3D printed parts here on the sides. This is set up with crossfire antenna, so it runs on 900 megahertz. I think that they have an ELRS version, and there's another version too, maybe. I can't remember for sure, but you can get this with or without the O3 unit. This particular one I ordered with the O3 air unit, so it comes with the DJI O3 air unit. Nice crystal clear video footage. Of course, the SD card slot and all that cool stuff. You can purchase it plug and play without any receiver and without any air unit, and I think that option is like, I want to think like $169. I feel like it's really reasonable. And this, of course, has an all-in-one board. I will say that it does not come with the GPS, so when I started flying this, one of the first things that I missed is watching my altitude and also watching my airspeed, or rather ground speed, I guess it would be, with the GPS. So it doesn't have return to home. I don't know if that's an option to add to this yet. I don't know if this board has the capability to hook up a GPS and if it has the OSD set up through the goggles, but this is an all-in-one board. I don't know if you can see that, but there's just one board suspended there. That one board is the flight controller and the ESC, or the 4 ESCs conjoined. So some quadcopters like the Explorer will have like a stack in there, so they'll have a stack of different boards that complete the functions, but this one is just an all-in-one board, so it does not come with the GPS, so it doesn't have any fail-safe, it doesn't have any return to home, any of those features. This is just for flying freestyle, and it is really a hot dog. It runs on 4-cell. I'm trying to remember what they recommend. I do have the 720 milliamp battery pack that they recommend with this. I purchased that as well, and maybe we'll put some flight footage maybe in this video, or maybe we'll just do a totally separate video on flying this, because this is a lot of fun. But mostly just wanted to give you a sneak peek of this real quick. I like the carbon composite design. The frame is really nice. You can buy all the parts of that make up the frame. You can purchase those separately, which is really nice. When you get a freestyle quad and you're planning on learning to grow in the hobby, you're probably going to do some crashing, so it's important that they sell the individual parts. So like the right and left nose or right and left front end aluminum pieces, anodized CNC aluminum pieces, that you can buy those individual. The top plate, bottom plate, middle plate, each arm, you can buy those separately. The big disadvantage is the shipping time. It just takes 2 weeks, so that's what I found out so far. It just takes almost right to the day, 2 weeks from the time you order for one of these to come in, at least to the United States. If you're in another country, you might get it faster or slower, I'm not sure. This is a feature little piece, accessory piece that comes with it. I did drill this out to fit my GoPro attachments, and so maybe we'll get to show you some video footage of that as well in the future, but that's another little attachment that comes with it. Again, this is the OasisFly25, and this is Sub250. But the 30, the only difference between the OasisFly25 and the OasisFly30 is the 30 has some plastic side panels here that cover the board so you can't see the flight controller. So if you want a little bit lighter weight, and if you don't want to have to worry about cooling, then probably just get the 25. If you do get the 30, you can take those panels off, so it's not a big deal. But I do like the idea of these arms being able to be replaceable. I put some flights in on this one already, and I bought it, and when I bought it, I actually bought two. I bought one that was bind and fly ready to go with the crossfire receiver and the little stubby antenna, as well as the O3 air unit, and then I purchased a second one. I think at that point they were like $179. The price has come down just a little bit, so I wanted to get this video out and share it with you guys. If you want to get one, now's the time to pick one up. Also, when you click on the website, I'll put a link for the website in this video description. This is not any sort of affiliate link. I don't get any kickbacks. I don't get any reimbursement. They do have affiliate link program if you want to do that. I choose to be unsponsored and unbiased, so I make just as much money whether you buy one of these or not. I have a job and I just do this as a hobbyist. So, but you do get a discount if you log into the website. If you give them your email address for your first order, I believe you'll get like 7 or 8% off. So keep that in mind for your first order. If you get a couple buddies together, you can kind of save on that as well. But I have done some crashing with this already, like I assumed I would. Probably my first quadcopter crashes have been on this thing, and it's because I was pushing it. And the first crash, a really good crash, I was up pretty high, and I thought I was changing flight modes, and I accidentally hit my disarm switch. It went upside down, and I don't think it would rearm because my throttle stick was still up, so still learning all that. But it went in really hard. I thought for sure it was toasted, and all it did was break one of these arms. And I was pretty bummed out, but you can get a replacement arm for like $3. Now, granted, you have to wait 2 weeks for it to ship, and you'll probably want to get some other parts along with it as well. But $3 for arms is not too bad. I think a whole new frame is like $36, so those of you that like to build quads, that's an option for you. These are pretty hot little motors. They are they're made by Sub250, so they're stamped Sub250 with their logos, and they're 4500 kV, so they're 1404 4500 kV, so they crank, and it sounds really good. I really like it. It's small enough, it's Sub250, it's quiet enough. The big thing is you fly the Sub250s places where you can't fly like a 5-inch, and I haven't flown a 5-inch Freestyle, but guys that have flown 5 inches and flown this, they say it flies really similar. I like how it dives, I like how it handles, how it drops out of the air when you drop the stick and want to dive and maneuver around. I feel like it feels really good. I mean, to me, I've been really impressed with it. I don't have a lot of experience, but I find it a lot of fun, really enjoyable. So it's got some little rubber grippies here on the top for your battery. It does come with the Sub250 stamped Sub250 strap and some Sub250 stickers. Trying to think of what else I can tell you. This is not going to be an all-inclusive review because I do want to give you some flight footage of it. Can't do that today. I don't have any charged batteries with me, unfortunately. But it does come with this little adapter. One of the downfalls of this, or one of the disadvantages of this quad, is that flight controller, that all-in-one board, has a little plug, which probably not going to be able to see it on the camera, but it's up in here. It's like in the way of my receiver. And it has a little plug on there that you have to plug this into, and then when you go to configure it, your USB Type-C plugs into that. So you'll need to keep that little adapter handy. Now, that's a big deal for some people, but for me, I don't really do a lot of configuring, so I'm just going to probably configure it when I initially set it up, and that's probably all I'm going to need it for. So, but if you want to take it on the go, you want to configure things on the go, you're taking a trip or whatever, make sure you take that little adapter with you. So there it is. It comes with these kind of transparent black propellers, 3-bladed propellers, and they work pretty nice. I'm trying to remember how many sets of propellers it comes with. I want to think it comes with 2 sets. So there's one mounted on there. Here's another set. Of course, it comes with this little strap. Trying to remember what else it comes with. It comes with a bunch of Sub250 stickers, and it comes with some other miscellaneous parts. Of course, you'll see another plug in here, but these quads do not come with 2 plugs. They just come with 1. As I mentioned already, maybe you didn't catch it, when I ordered the first one, I ordered a couple. So this is the plug from the other set. There's my second set is in there, so this is all the new screws. There's some of the new little pieces and the new little parts, the little antenna mount. And even if you order this as a plug and play, you still get this little antenna bracket for the front to mount your little antenna up front. So that's pretty cool. Here's the piece here. You can see how small those holes are, and that's the fitting that attaches to the rear. And that's supposed to be for a GoPro mount or something like that. Actually, I take that back. It's supposed to be mounted here on the front. I think that's the way they picture it, mounted up to the front. But you'll see in some of my flight videos, I don't know if I'll patch them in with this video or not after the review part, but I like to mount mine in the back so I can put my camera so I can kind of catch the front end view of how it looks when it's flying through the air. It's just something I like to do, but you can mount it wherever. I did have to drill these holes out a little bit to be more narrow so they would fit on the rear, and then I had to drill the mounting holes out as well to fit GoPro attachment because the GoPro bolts are thicker. So there might be some bolts in here. They might intend you to use some of these bolts. I'm not 100% sure on that, so that is to be determined, but something that you can check out. I mostly wanted to get the word out because I've been having fun with this. One of my friends, he saw it, and he's like, oh, you know, that's kind of similar to another one that I have. I think the Flywoo Rocket, which I'm not super familiar with the Flywoo Rocket. But he said, well, that's pretty similar to the Flywoo Rocket. And but as soon as he saw it, he's like, how much are those again? I think I might get one. So like I said, I'll put a link for it in the video description. If you're interested in getting one, you can use the link. It doesn't give me any kickback. I don't make any money on the videos or by any of the purchases or any affiliation or anything like that. So feel free to use the link if you want to find it, but don't feel like you have to use the link. And then I mention this all the time. This should be a no-brainer, guys, but if you're not interested in buying something, you don't have the money, you're just not interested in another quad, just enjoy the video. don't feel pressure to buy anything. I don't make any more or any less money when you view the videos or when you don't, or if you're subscribed or if you're not, or if you buy one or if you don't. So it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just sharing in the fun of RC, and if I can help keep your interest up in the RC hobby, then it's a success. So that's my goal. But I really like the DJI 03. Been using that with my goggles too. You guys might have already heard, but there is an issue out right now with the Goggles 3, the latest version of the goggles, DJI Goggles 3, and the 03 unit. If you're using the Goggles 2, you're fine. I haven't had any issues, but if you're using the Goggle 3, there is a glitch. Now, not everybody has it, but there is a glitch out there. DJI is aware of it. If you want to know more about it, check out, I think it's Mad Tech or something like that. I can't remember his channel, but just look at it on YouTube and you'll find it. There's a lot of information out there. DJI is aware of it. I do think that they'll get it fixed. I believe them. They said they're working on it. But I think I've told you about everything there is to tell you on this thing. It does come with a XT30 connector. 720 milliamp is the battery that it comes with, a 4S 720 milliamp. I've been flying it on something as small as 300 milliamp 4 cells, and it flies great. 750 as I've flown it on a 900 milliamps, I think, for the Flywoo batteries that I have for my Explorer. And all the batteries it flies really great, and obviously it's going to depend what size battery you run is going to determine your flight time. This quad has a couple of drawbacks. One of them is it does not have any return to home fail-safe because it doesn't have a GPS, and I'm going to work on trying to set a GPS up. I wouldn't mind sparing a little bit of weight to add a GPS if I can get that return to home, that fail-safe function. This is not a quad you're going to fly out very far because the flight time on it is really short. So if you get this, if you're a really good pilot and you're really cranking around and carving up the skies and power looping stuff, you'll probably get closer to like 3.5 minutes. If you're flying it around like me and just kind of putzing around exploring, sometimes you'll probably get maybe 5.5 minutes if you're just kind of real easy on it. If you start getting a little more aggressive, probably like 4.5. So it's got a lot of power under the hood. It's hard to keep your foot off the gas pedal or your thumb off the throttle stick on this one, but that's what this is for. This is a hot dog. It's meant to fly around really fast. It's not meant to go long range. It's not meant to fly far away. All those things that people might complain about, it's not meant to do that. This is specially just meant for freestyling and having fun in that Sub250 category where you don't have to worry about FAA registration. You don't have to worry about a lot of the regulations. Now, I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Obviously, don't fly this at an airport unless you're going to fly it inside like the cafeteria or something. But yeah, you want to use practice. You want to use common sense with one of these. But it is Sub250, so you can fly it at parks and things where there's no particular regulations on the Sub250 aircraft category. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you haven't subscribed already, take the time to do that. Share the video with a friend you think might enjoy it. Drop a comment or a question. Maybe if you have a question about this quad, I have been getting some flights on it. We'll share some flight footage with you. Maybe in this video we'll patch it in there. But just wanted to get the word out to you. They are running a sale, and so if you want to pick one up, there'll be a link in the video description. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We'll catch you in the next one.